Talk about a crusher. Yes! Oh!
Are you kidding me?
And gone!
Welcome back to the Schoolyard Sports Podcast. I'm most of this podcast late Frank. We're now at episode 66, everybody. As for 66 episodes to, and I got an action-packed episode planned for you. Tom Brady has retired, the Super Bowl set, college basketball is rolling, and so much more. Stay tuned. Schoolyard Sports late Frank, episode 66. Let's hop into it. Alright, so now we got the real full headlines here, everybody. Let's start on the NBA, and then like we always do, but right now, the second segment of the day, headlines, let's hop into it. Joe Ingles tore his ACL for the Utah Jazz. Does this mean the Utah Jazz have to go after can the Utah Jazz succeed without Joe Ingles? I really don't know right now because Joe Ingles obviously isn't going to play this season. He might not even play next season. I mean, he's 34 years old. It's going to be tough to recover from everything like that. Will the Utah Jazz have to make a splash? Trade deadline's coming up. Or would they just stick with their current squad? They got their two superstars, Rudy Gobert, Don Mitchell, whatever. You want to think about that? Rudy Gobert might win another Defense Player of the Year. But a lot of stuff going on with the Utah Jazz right now. Pretty much the only news in the NBA. But what do you think about Joe Ingles tearing his ACL? Do you think Jazz will have to make moves to trade deadline? Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Let's move to the NFL where we have an action-packed week of news for you. Tom Brady, everybody. Tom Brady retires from Tampa Bay Buccaneers from the NFL. The greatest player of all time. One of the greatest athletes of all time. No debate about it. I mean, accolades-wise, he's probably one of the greatest athletes of all time, Tom Brady. No debating that. 7 Super Bowls. 1 to 10. Most ever. I mean, I got a great thing note coming up for you about Tom Brady. One of the greatest athletes of all time. Greatest NFL player of all time. No debate about it. Tom Brady is the GOAT. You really see in sports where it's not really up for debate who's the GOAT. I mean, in the NBA, it's up for debate. Is it LeBron? Is it Michael Jordan? In MLB, I mean, is it Barry Bonds? If you think he didn't cheat, everything like that. Or is it another guy? Is this guy? Is it that guy? You could say Babe Ruth, everything like that. But no, in the NFL, it's a signified. Signify that's Tom Brady. You don't see that very much in sports. Tom Brady, the GOAT in the NFL, has decided to retire. Greatest football player of all time. I'm going to say it right there. Tom Brady has decided to retire. Greatest quarterback of all time. Like I said, been to 10 Super Bowls, won 7 of them. Everything like that. Lots of stuff going on with Tom Brady right now. He did retire. But, I mean, amazing career. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think Tom Brady will ever play again? Probably not. I mean, I don't think ever again. But, you know, we can see like maybe a Michael Jordan, something like that. People have said that might happen. Tony Romo said that might happen. I doubt it, though. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. That's my take on Tom Brady retiring. Super Bowl, everybody, is set. Super Bowl is set. We got Rams and we got Bengals. I didn't expect this to see this. I got top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL going next season coming out. And I'm going to say, Joe Burrow is on that list, everybody. Joe Burrow, great quarterback. See what Matthew Stafford, I mean, we're talking 1 year ago from this week. I think it was this week, 1 year ago. Matthew Stafford gets traded to the Rams. Now, 1 year later, he's in the Super Bowl, everybody. Amazing to see Matthew Stafford, Joe Burrow, Super Bowl matchup. Amazing to see there, but a lot of stuff going on with the Super Bowl right now. I mean, that's just a great Super Bowl matchup. Did you expect this before the season? If you did, you're a madman because nobody expected the Bengals to be in the Super Bowl this year. Nobody did. Is this one of the greatest Cinderella stories of all time in sports history? I mean, that's a bit a lot to say, but who would have thought the Bengals finished almost dead last in the NFL last year, had their quarterback tear his ACL, come back this year, Joe Burrow, second year in the NFL. No offensive line, really. I mean, still offensive line has struggled against Titans and the Chiefs. But a lot of stuff going on with Joe Burrow. Great to see Joe Burrow making the Super Bowl. Great to see Matthew Stafford making the Super Bowl. Well overdue. Matthew Stafford making the Super Bowl. Great to see Joe Burrow make the Super Bowl. Can Joe Burrow maybe one day be claimed as the GOAT? That may be stretched there. Leave your thoughts in the comment section on that. But we've got coaching hires in the NFL, everybody. Brian DeBull has been hired to my New York Giants. I was really excited when I saw this hire. And I hear, he's going to bring in Ken Dorsey to be the offensive coordinator. I'm so excited about that. But no, Ken Dorsey's going to stay with Buffalo. They're promoting him to offense coordinator, which I wouldn't blame him. Would you rather be the offense coordinator of the Bills, who might even make the Super Bowl next year, win the Super Bowl, might even be the favorite, or the New York Giants, where you got to develop Daniel Jones? I mean, everything like that, you're on a bit of a short leash, because if you don't do well, then the Giants are going to fire you, because then Brian DeBull's going to get fired, everything like that. I would easily take the Bills' job as the offense coordinator, so that's what Ken Dorsey did, but a lot of stuff going on in the NFL right now. Brian DeBull hired by my New York Giants. Matt Eberflus, Colts defense coordinator, hired by the Chicago Bears. A lot of people wanted to see Jim Caldwell in this position, offensive coach, and I'm not going to lie, I would have liked to see him there too. I mean, it would have helped Justin Fields a bunch. That would have been great to see, but no, Jim Caldwell, not the head coach of this Bears team. It's going to be Matt Eberflus, defensive coordinator of the Indianapolis Colts. Nathaniel Hackett got hired by the Denver Broncos. Everybody, do you agree with this hire? Do you think it's going to be a good hire? Do you think Aaron Rodgers will go to Denver? Leave your answer in the comment section. Josh McDaniels, everybody, gets hired by the Las Vegas Raiders. This is one of the better hires this coaching cycle, in my opinion. I mean, there were so many coaching vacancies. I think this is a good hire. When he went to Denver as head coach the first time, he was inexperienced. He wasn't great, everything like that. He was terrible in Denver. Bill Belichick brought him back, and now this is a risk. If he doesn't do well in Las Vegas, Bill Belichick's not going to bring him back for a second time. Kind of happened with Matt Patricia. He brought him back after he got hired by the Lions, but I don't think that's going to happen with Josh McDaniels there, but I don't. But Josh McDaniels, I think he's going to really succeed with this Las Vegas Raiders team. Mark Davis said he has a plan. He has a plan for Derek Carr. So this is centered around Derek Carr, but no Derek Carr to Steelers rumors, no Derek Carr to any other team rumors, anything like that. Colts, anything like that. Derek Carr staying with the Las Vegas Raiders, and he might even turn to an MVP candidate again. That's not that wild to say. He's got to have a great receiving core. They have a new GM, Dave Ziegler, executive New England Patriots right now, but they hired the Patriots offense coordinator, and they hired the Patriots executive. They're going the Patriots way. Mark Davis chooses the Patriots way after maybe the wrong way last time, choosing Mike Mayock, no GM experience. John Gruden really hasn't been coached in a while, so everything like that, but making the smart choice here. Mark Davis choosing Josh McDaniels as the next coach, be head coach, Las Vegas Raiders there. But what's all this Brian Flores drama, everybody, though? Broke news today that he's suing the Giants, he's suing the NFL, he's suing the Broncos, he's suing the Dolphins. Do you think this is right, sir? Do you think he'll win, everything like that? What are your thoughts on this case? I mean, we're going to have a lot of news coming about later, but a lot of stuff going on with this Brian Flores stuff right now. It's still a developing story. Leave your thoughts in the comment section, but could definitely turn some big, maybe potential big picture changes in the NFL coming. Leave your answer in the comment section. Top 5, everybody. This week's Top 5 is Top 5 NFL quarterbacks. No Scored Sports NFL Game Day until next week, picking the Super Bowl last Scored Sports NFL Game Day of the season. We're going to have coming up next season, obviously. But a lot of stuff going on in the NFL right now. So let's pick the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL going to next season. Not for this season. If it was off this season, Tom Brady would be on here, Aaron Rodgers would be higher, everything like that. But we got a lot of stuff going on in the NFL going to next season. Tom Brady is retired, so he's not on this list. We got a lot of guys retiring, everything like that. We got some resurging stars like Joe Burrow, like Justin Herbert, like Russell Wilson, and some other guys. So let's all get into it. Top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL going to next season. Number 5, Justin Herbert, everybody. Justin Herbert, I have him as an honorable mention last year. I had Russell Wilson over him. Russell Wilson not on my list this year. Justin Herbert on my list right now. 5th best quarterback in the NFL going to next season, Justin Herbert. And I'm going to say this right here. Regular season? We're talking regular season? I'm taking Justin Herbert over Joe Burrow. He's proved that. He beat him in the regular season, everything like that. I'm taking Justin Herbert over Joe Burrow in the regular season. But Burrow's got guts, man. In the playoffs, everything like that. You're going to see my Super Bowl pick coming up next week. But right now, I got the Bengals, everybody. I got the Bengals in the Super Bowl going into next week. My pick probably will change, but a lot of stuff going on in the NFL right now. Justin Herbert, 5th best quarterback in the NFL going into next season. Number 4, Patrick Mahomes. Pretty sure I had him number 1 on the list last year. Regression happened this year, everybody. Regression, slumps, everything like that. And then you see him after that Buffalo Bills game. Everybody's back on the Mahomes bandwagon, including myself. I thought he was back. But the only reason they lost that game was because of Patrick Mahomes. They had the ball on the 1-yard line going into halftime. Just throw the ball away or get it to somebody else. No, takes the check down, Tyreek Hill, gets stopped, everything like that. They would have won that game. They would have won that game if not for that play. And then they have the ball on like the 1-yard line with, I think it was a minute left in that Bengals game. And no, he gets sacked twice, fumbles the ball, could have easily lost the game for them right there. Then they just kick field goal, 42-yard field goal when it could have just been like a 15-yard field goal, 17-yard field goal, whatever it might have been. But a lot of stuff going on with Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, 4th best quarterback in the NFL. Number 3, I have the guy who just beat Patrick Mahomes in that AFC Championship game, Joe Burrow, everybody. Everybody loves Joe Burrow now. I'm hopping on the Joe Burrow bandwagon. I mean, I still think Justin Herbert's a better regular season quarterback than Joe Burrow. Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, these guys could win MVP next year. That's a realistic statement right there. I mean, it's second year in the NFL for these guys, and they're both on my top 5 list going into next season. Wild to see there. But Joe Burrow, 3rd best quarterback in the NFL going into next season. Number 2, the reigning MVP. He's going to win MVP this year, everybody. No debate about it. Is Aaron Rodgers, everybody. Okay, Aaron Rodgers, you can say whatever you want about the playoffs, but matter of fact is, he's great in the regular season. He's going to win MVP again. He's probably going to switch teams. 2nd best quarterback in the NFL going into next season, Aaron Rodgers. Number 1, this guy didn't even make it to the conference championship game. Aaron Rodgers didn't either. But Josh Allen. Josh Allen is the best quarterback going to next season. He's my pick for MVP next season, Josh Allen. Great quarterback, Josh Allen. No debate about it. Josh Allen, best quarterback in the NFL going to next season. Had a better season than Mahomes. Had a better season than some of these guys. Had a better season than Burrow. Had a better season than Herbert. Didn't have a better season than Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers won MVP. Josh Allen, most talented quarterback in the NFL right now, in my opinion. Mahomes got talent, everybody. But can he keep the ball? I mean, we saw a lot this year. Mahomes couldn't take care of the ball. So many turnovers from Mahomes this year. I think he had the 2nd most turnovers among active quarterbacks this season. I mean, just a lot to see there. Josh Allen doesn't turn the ball over as much as Mahomes. A little less reckless with the ball. Early in his career, Josh Allen was reckless with the ball. He'd fumble. He'd throw more interceptions. He looked like a little bit bust after his 1st year. Then he makes the playoffs. 2nd year, makes the conference championship. His 3rd year. Now this year, Josh Allen played great this year. The best quarterback ain't go on to next season. In my opinion, Josh Allen. You can debate me on my list. You can. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Now, didn't know everybody. This week's Did You Know, it is a great one. The Montreal Expos, no longer an MLB franchise, have no active players that they drafted anymore. I guess you can't guess who the last player was who they drafted. Last active player they drafted was to retire. I'll give you a couple seconds to think about it. It was Tom Brady, everybody. Tom Brady was drafted by the Montreal Expos, everybody. The last player active to be drafted by the Montreal Expos to retire was Tom Brady. Never even played in the MLB, never even played in the farm system, anything like that. Tom Brady played catcher in high school and got drafted by the Montreal Expos. A little bit of a crazy stat throw out there. But Tom Brady, we're celebrating Tom Brady this episode, everybody. Tom Brady, did you know that? Leave down in the comment section. The Caleb Williams drama has officially ended, everybody. The Caleb Williams drama has officially ended, and his answer, where he's going to, is USC, but people thought it might have been Wisconsin. Some people were saying UCLA was making a push to that. Some people were even pushing for Auburn and Georgia. I never thought that was going to happen. But wild to see Caleb Williams transferring from Oklahoma over to USC. I've been covering this situation since he transferred from Oklahoma. Caleb Williams, one of the best talents in college football right now, could definitely win the Heisman next year. I picked him to win the Heisman this season, mid-season, after that Texas game. But Caleb Williams, Superman, the best player in college football. Maybe. But a lot of stuff going on with Caleb Williams transferring to USC. Caleb Williams transferring to USC. That's my thoughts of Caleb Williams transferring to USC. It's a great move from Lincoln Riley and Caleb Williams. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. So there's already been a bunch of coaches that are hired by NFL teams, but I can guarantee you at least one of them will not work. And I'm going to say who that one is right now. I can guarantee you this one coach will not succeed in any way, shape, or form. And that coach is Nathaniel Hackett, everybody. It's not nothing against Nathaniel Hackett, but you don't want to be an offensive coach in a division with Patrick Mahomes, Derek Carr, and Justin Herbert, everybody. Derek Carr is going to be great these next couple of years with Josh McDaniels. Patrick Mahomes, great as always. Everything like that. Might still, regress a little bit this year, but still on top of the NFL world as quarterbacks. And then Justin Herbert could win MVP next year. Nathaniel Hackett does not have a quarterback right now. He's not going to get a quarterback this offseason. They could tank for next year, get Bryce Young, but even then, Bryce Young could still be a bust. Everything like that. A lot of stuff going on with the Denver Broncos right now. I think Nathaniel Hackett does not succeed with the Denver Broncos. You don't want to be an offensive coach in this division. They went defense last time, didn't work out. Denver Broncos up for sale right now. Just a lot of stuff going on with that Denver Broncos team. They George Payton, good GM, everything like that. But I don't know if this is going to work, everybody. I don't like this hire at all. Nathaniel Hackett. They're not going to get Aaron Rodgers, in my opinion. And if I'm Aaron Rodgers, why in the world would I want to go division with Patrick Mahomes, Derek Carr, Justin Herbert? I wouldn't. And those great defenses, everything like that. I would never want to do that. That's my take on Nathaniel Hackett. Nathaniel Hackett is going to go with coach gone wrong. Broncos made the wrong hire, in my opinion. Nothing against Nathaniel Hackett, but I think they should go on defense like they did last time, even though it didn't work out. But I think this time maybe it would have. That's my take on the Denver Broncos in a mess right now. Everything like that. Denver Broncos, leave your thoughts in the comment section. Now, college basketball Madness, everybody. We didn't do so great on our picks last week. This week, we're going to get that perfect record. Let's hop into the great games that we had this weekend of college basketball Madness. Great games this weekend in college basketball. Let's all put to it. I want to start with UConn, Villanova. UConn, better record than Villanova right now. Retire Villanova right now. But Jay Wright's squad gets it done against UConn. Against Dan Hurley's squad in UConn. Give me Villanova and Jay Wright over UConn. Baylor, Kansas, everybody. Both these teams coming off losses in the Big 12 SEC Challenge. Baylor going up to Alabama, losing. Kansas staying at home against Kentucky in Allen Fieldhouse. Again, just blown out, just crushed, everything like that. So I'm taking Baylor in this one. Baylor bounces back. Baylor on a bit of skid right now. 3 losses on the season. Kansas, that showed me they're a bit of a raider right now. I think Kansas was one of the best teams in the country going to that game at Allen Fieldhouse. Just played terrible against Oscar Tshiebwe, Tata Washington, everybody like that on the Kentucky team. So give me Baylor in this one over Kansas. Michigan, Purdue, everybody. Okay, I picked my Michigan Wolverines last week over Michigan State, and I was in East Lansing, everybody, and I was confident in that pick. This week, they're going up against the top 5 team in Purdue, and I don't know why I'm doing this. It's a bias in me, everybody. I can't go against my Michigan Wolverines. I'm taking my Michigan Wolverines over Purdue. Eventually, it's going to work. I think it works this week. Give my Michigan Wolverines over Purdue. I think we match up better than we do against Michigan State with Purdue. I think Tarnum Dickinson can cover Travion Williams. I think Eli Burks can go up against Jaden Ivey. I think Michigan, still one of the best talented teams in college basketball. 2 5-stars, One guy going to the NBA next year, and Hunter Dickinson, Eli Brooks, proven senior. Michigan, started the year number 4. Now it's, not even close to being ranked, on the edge of not even making the NCAA tournament. But I do think Michigan Wolverines get it done against Purdue in Indiana. Michigan 1-0 in the state of Indiana this year, beat Indiana at Indiana earlier this season. But Michigan 1-0 in Indiana this season. Give me Michigan over Purdue. This one in a big upset. USC, Arizona. Everybody, this can be a great matchup. USC, 3 losses on the season, 17-3. Arizona, 19-2 right now. Arizona off bad. I'm not going to say a terrible week for them. They almost lost to Arizona State. That was on the road. And then they lost to UCLA on the road by a lot. So they got crushed by UCLA earlier in the week, and then they almost lose to Arizona State, unranked Arizona State, a below 500 team in Arizona State. That's not like this Arizona team plays. I've seen this Arizona team play. They're great. Arizona over USC. Boogie Ellis, Isaiah Mobley doesn't get it done. Give me Arizona over USC. Ben Mathurin squad gets it done. Now, last game we're going to pick here. Kentucky, Alabama, everybody. Kentucky off a great win against Kansas in Allen Fieldhouse. Alabama off a great win against Baylor at home in Alabama. So this is going to be a great matchup here. NATO's squad does not get it done, though. Alabama loses this one. Give me John Calipari. Oscar Tshiebwe, the best player in college basketball, arguably. Gets every single rebound. Seems like he's a rebounding machine. Ty Washington, everything like that. Give me Kentucky over Alabama this one. Since that Auburn game, Kentucky's been playing great. Kentucky gets a win over Alabama. That's about for college basketball madness this week. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. So, the news broke today that Jimmy Garoppolo is probably going to get traded from the San Francisco 49ers this offseason. They're shopping him. They got trades going on with Jimmy Garoppolo. This is the team I think Jimmy Garoppolo should go to. Before I say that team, I want to get this off my chest. You, the Squared Sports audience, know I am a big Jimmy G believer. I said it last season, but let me run by you really quick. Jimmy G's first season gets traded to the San Francisco 49ers. One of the worst teams in the NFL. One of the worst teams in the NFL. Second worst team in the NFL behind the 0-16 Cleveland Browns that season. But Jimmy G comes in, wins 6 out of his 6 starting games. 6. Wins all of his games. So, they got momentum going to the next season. Second game of the season, tears the ACL. One of the worst teams in the league. Second worst team in the league that year. Okay? Second worst team in the league going into next season. Obviously, no expectations, anything like that. No. Jimmy G, full season of Jimmy G, brings them to the Super Bowl, everybody. The Super Bowl. This is no Pro Bowl. This is nothing like that. No conference championship game. The Super Bowl after being the second worst team in the NFL the year before. That's the impact that he made. Next season, out pretty much the whole season, on and off, injuries, everything like that. 49ers were terrible last year, everybody. They were. Now, they get 15 games out of Jimmy G this season. Missed 2, Trey Lance, everything like that. Trey Lance didn't look great this year. Okay, 15 games, 1 game. In Niners, what were they? 10-7 this season, and then one of the games lost by Trey Lance. So let's say 11-6. Jimmy G started the whole entire season. But Jimmy G, what more do you want out of a guy? Brought them to the conference championship game. I know he didn't play great in the playoffs, but it's like, he's a winner. You don't see quarterbacks like this play this terrible and then win games. This defense was playing like this last season because these quarterbacks were putting up these same numbers. The 49ers quarterbacks last season, C.J. Beathard, Nick Mullins, Josh Rosen, they were putting up these same numbers that Jimmy G put up this season. But they're not winning those games. They're winning those games with Jimmy G, everybody. Trey Lance really didn't look all that great this year. I don't know about Trey Lance, everybody. That's a sneaky, scary move that the 49ers are making here, moving off of Jimmy G. This is the team I think Jimmy G should go to. Jimmy Garoppolo should go to the Carolina Panthers, everybody. It works for Matt Rule. It's Matt Rule's last shot, everybody. If he misses on another quarterback, he is gone out of the NFL forever. Maybe I coach him forever. That's a bit of a stretch there, but Jimmy Garoppolo, great quarterback, should go to Carolina Panthers. That's a well-rounded roster. DJ Moore, good running back, Chuba Hubbard, Christian McCaffrey, if he's healthy, they keep on to him. This would be perfect. Jimmy G, you only got to give like a second-round pick for Jimmy G. Everything like that. Jimmy Garoppolo, what more do you want out of a guy? A proven winner. When Jimmy G had his first season with the San Francisco 49ers, when he got his first big contract, everything like that, people were saying, next quarterback to win 5 Super Bowls is going to be Jimmy Garoppolo. Because he already had 2 New England Patriots, not as a starter. But Jimmy Garoppolo, great quarterback in my opinion, should go to the Carolina Panthers. That would be the best trade partner for him. Jimmy Garoppolo, best trade partner for Jimmy Garoppolo is the Carolina Panthers. That's the lane I would take for this Jimmy Garoppolo situation. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Now, the best for last question there, everybody. This week's question is, when will the MLB lockout end, everybody? I need baseball in my life. I don't care when it is. I need baseball in my life, everybody. The way MLB handles things is terrible. Talk to MLB players, everybody hates Rob Manfred, everything like that. Rob Manfred, not a great commissioner, everything like that. But when will this lockout end? Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Everything the MLB is wrong. You got Barry Bonds not getting into the Hall of Fame, but guys test positive for steroids getting into the Hall of Fame, everything like that. MLB got a lot of issues, but I need MLB in my life. I need baseball in my life, everything like that. But, I think spring training already got announced, so that's going to be postponed. But when will the MLB lockout end? Will MLB season start on time? Those are the questions of the day. Leave your answer in the comment section. That's about Squirt Sports Landfrick, episode 66. Thank you for tuning in. Follow Squirt Sports on Instagram at Squirt Sports. Follow Squirt Sports on Twitter at Squirt Sport. Follow the best podcast producers in the game on Instagram at DP Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review the best sports content in the world. We'll be back for next week, episode 67. Stay tuned.
Oh!